distance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. From inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy...
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quick.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get intercepted in the first drive into the pick. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And then gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He'll throw it on the read. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the leg, wants to toss it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout and make sure your guys have their minds right.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He might want another play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's clocked. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Jackson. Caught, and he's close to the 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Clark. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive coming at 2nd and 15. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Anderson. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Roberts. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Such a great job by the defense defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel package. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Oh, better look out! There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. White must have thrown quickly to the tight end. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
On the run, it's Singletary. Crosses the 30, knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. White going to attack through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quick completion to the right.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle.
Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the returner goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. White wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. Coming downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now from inside the red zone. Finds his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run. I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass. Now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. White going to attack through the air. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Makes the grab. It's Carter. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Lost a throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash at 39 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawks have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Spartans. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another. solid there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leads him with 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what throws the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that move.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
There's an example. happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate.
B. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. White has to throw it. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They kick it away on 4th down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the wide receiver. Toss sweep to the right.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's a draw. He has the first and still on his feet. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the fullback. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Here's a hit. Where to go with the up and down. He goes at the 39.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has a physical ability. He's got a lot of things he can't coach. One of those is that frame. there to his advantage.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. The field goal is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. White going to attack through the air. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Throws to the back. Another incompletion on third down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice. Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Wants to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Spartans have this offense rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds a man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's called. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. There's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one splits the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face with this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. White going to attack through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to fire on second down. He wants a big play here late. Snatches it away. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the punt.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Defense in press coverage. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. And he's got it for a touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football. So
turning it on. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. White wants to throw it. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set